Today is the shortest day of the year. The moment the sun hits its lowest point in our sky, shadows stretch forever, and night seems to take over. But what if this darkest day is actually the beginning of the light's comeback? In this video, what the winter solstice 2025 really is, why December 21st is so special, how it changes your daylight, and the wild traditions and myths humans have built around it for thousands of years. Stay to the end to find out just how much more light you'll gain day by day after tonight. The winter solstice is the moment each year when the Northern Hemisphere is tilted farthest away from the sun, so the sun takes its shortest path across our sky. That gives us the least daylight and the longest night of the entire year north of the equator. Astronomers emphasize that the solstice is an exact instant, not a full-day event. In 2025, it happens at 10:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 15:03 Greenwich Mean Time, on Sunday, December 21st. For most people, though, Solstice Day just means the entire date with the shortest total daylight hours. Earth's axis is tilted about 23.5 degrees, so as we orbit the sun, each hemisphere leans toward or away at different points in the year. At the December solstice, the North Pole tilts away, and the sun stands directly over the Tropic of Capricorn at about 23.5 degrees south latitude. Because of that tilt, the sun takes a low, shallow arc across the sky, so its rays spread over a larger area and deliver less direct heating. That's why it's cold, even though we're not at our farthest distance from the sun. Less height in the sky means less daylight time and weaker warmth. Day length depends on where you live. In London, the winter solstice day in 2025 lasts about 7 hours, 49 minutes, and 42 seconds, almost 9 hours shorter than the longest day in June. Further north, days get even shorter, and above the Arctic Circle, some places see no sunrise at all, known as polar night. Closer to the equator, the change is more subtle, but even there December 21st is slightly less daylight than surrounding days. Here's the twist. While the Northern Hemisphere has its shortest day, the Southern Hemisphere is having its longest day and shortest night, their summer solstice. In places like Australia, South Africa, and Argentina, December 21st marks peak summer sunshine, beach weather, and maximum daylight because the South Pole is tilted toward the sun. So this one moment splits the planet into two extremes. Winter up north, summer down south. Even though it's the darkest point of the year, the solstice is also a turning point. From this moment, days in the Northern Hemisphere start to get longer again. The change is tiny at first, just seconds more daylight per day, but it gradually adds up, and by late January and February, you can clearly feel evenings stretching out. That slow climb in daylight is why many cultures view the solstice as a symbol of rebirth, hope, and the return of the sun. For thousands of years, people track the winter solstice using stones, temples, and fire festivals. At places like Stonehenge in England and Newgrange in Ireland, ancient monuments line up with the low solstice sun, proving people watch this day very carefully. In many European traditions, midwinter celebrations with bonfires, candles, and feasts symbolized keeping light alive during the longest night. Some cultures saw the solstice as a battle between darkness and light, with the sun dying and being reborn as days slowly lengthened again. These stories survive today in modern winter festivals, lights displays, and solstice gatherings around the world. You can turn the winter solstice into a personal reset. Notice the sky. Watch how low the sun stays all day and how long the shadows are. Track your daylight. Use a sunrise/sunset app or site to see how tomorrow is already a bit longer. Create a ritual. Some people light candles, journal intentions for the new light, or take an evening walk to mark the longest night and the start of its retreat. Treat it like a natural milestone, not just cold and dark, but a cosmic reminder that change is baked into Earth's orbit. Rapid-fire winter solstice facts. Happens once a year, around December 21st in the Northern Hemisphere. Marks the shortest day, longest night, and the start of astronomical winter north of the equator. At the exact moment, the sun is directly above the Tropic of Capricorn. From then on, days slowly get longer. even though the coldest weather often comes after the solstice. Comment where you live and how many hours of daylight you had today. Then subscribe for more simple, science-backed explainers about space, seasons, and the hidden patterns shaping everyday life.